It's 9:15 a.m. and a beautiful day in Lancashire as we get another day closer to the Preston Guild 1992 celebrations. As the saying goes, once every Preston Guild. Did you know that the Guild's charter was granted more than 800 years ago?
In the 12th century, the burgesses of Preston were granted a very special charter by King Henry I, which was later reaffirmed by Henry II. Originally, the charter permitted the Preston merchants to form a guild with exclusive trading rights within the borough. It also allowed them freedom from tolls and the opportunity to monopolise and control all buying, selling and shipping in the area. Well, this obviously gave them an outstanding reason to celebrate their good fortune, bringing about the inception of the first Preston Guild ceremonies. From this ancient beginning, the Preston merchants gathered together erratically, either when the need arose, or simply if they just felt like celebrating their success. It was only by 1542 that the guild ceremonies began to take place at regular intervals of every 20 years. By that time, Preston was a thriving trade and shipping centre, full of life and commerce, with an ever-growing population. Despite the flux of change throughout England and indeed the whole world, the tradition of celebrating a guild every 20 years was passed on from generation to generation by the people of Preston.
And you won't believe all the events lined up for the upcoming 92 Guild celebrations. Fireworks, concerts, street carnivals, exhibitions, live theatre, parades. This promises to be Britain's biggest all-year party. And if you miss this guild, you won't get another chance to join in the fun until 2012.
In fact, you'll probably only ever come across this much fun once every Preston Guild, as the saying goes. Well, Prestonians who can remember as far back as 1902 will have realised that the Guild has changed considerably during the 20th century. 1902 saw the end of the Boer War in South Africa, and after problems of illness, the coronation of Edward VII. It was also the first Guild celebration of the 20th century. By that year, the Guild had evolved into a unique mixture of pomp, ceremony, and a jolly good time. Roll on the Roaring Twenties. The world danced the Charleston, and in 1922, Preston held another Guild celebration. After 400 years, it took a disaster on the scale of the Second World War to disrupt the sequence. Wisely, the people of Preston decided to hold over the next Guild ceremonies for an extra 10 years, until 1952. After 30 long, hard years with no Preston Guild, the community was ready to celebrate like it had never done before. And this time, everyone became involved in the fun.
Thousands of Prestonians gathered outside the town hall to hear the final proclamation of the Guild. Certainly a proud occasion in the history of a town that is famous for its rich diversity of industry. The streets were gaily decorated with flowers and bunting for this ancient ceremony. During the week's festivities, one of the important ceremonies is the calling of the Guild freemen.
Hundreds of people spent countless hours of their own valuable time preparing for and participating in the 1952 Preston Guild. By all accounts, it was a tremendous success, and the Guild returned once again to its 20-year cycle. The years rushed on, the world seemed to change daily, and Preston moved into the 70s.
and according to ancient usage and custom, hereby declares that a guild merchant for the said borough is now opened and held.
By 1972, the guild celebrations truly reflected the rich diversity of the Preston communities. The time-honoured traditions of guilds long ago were maintained, heralding the start of the largest and most exciting guild commemoration ever witnessed. Yet again, success was achieved through massive community involvement. People travelled to Preston from all around the country, in fact from around the world, to participate in the festival. Ethnic and cultural groups joined in alongside religious, educational and industrial groups, and the celebrations were underway. And what a great time we all had. There were concerts, carnivals, parades, firework display, a great production of Camelot down on Avon Park. And the success of the Guild celebrations of 1972 were due to the enormous participation of the different community groups and commercial organisations in the Preston area. Well, a further 20 years are almost over, and it's nearly time for another Preston Guild, a new celebration of Preston past, present and future. And the 1992 version will continue in the tradition of something for everyone. Promises to be the best yet. Of course, the world has changed considerably since 1972, so the Guild has once again adapted to the times to produce a programme of events that are truly outstanding.
Just an update now on a few of the events planned for the 92 Guild celebration, Britain's biggest all-year party.
It appears as if there's something for everyone in the works. For sports buffs, there'll be athletics meetings, marathons, fun runs, rallies, international youth football tournaments, and a host of amateur and professional fixtures. Bank holiday weekends will bring a series of festivals based on special themes, including a Riversway Spectacular, an Afro-Caribbean weekend, and an aerial weekend.
For you culture vultures, you'll be hard-pressed to choose between events such as the many theatrical productions, jazz, folk, brass bands and multicultural festivals, or the megastar rock concerts, in addition to a huge programme of exhibitions, displays and lectures. There'll also be street parties, balls, late-night cabarets,
and internationally flavoured events from Europe and around the globe. Greens are not forgotten. For those with ecological, conservation or a wildlife bent, it's hoped to hold a spring fair, which will be the biggest, greenest event of its kind in Britain in '92. And of course, a guild just wouldn't be a guild without the proud Preston exhibition, displaying the industrial, commercial and community achievements of Preston over the last 20 years. School pageants and displays, including an open-air production of Oliver,
illuminations, proclamations, parades, processions, trade and technology exhibitions, religious pageants, and my favourite, absolute favourite, the fireworks. Added to this, hundreds of small community-based events, street theatre, and a town transformed by magnificent street decorations.
It's quite clear why the Preston Guild celebrations for 1992 will be absolutely outstanding. Something for everyone. A truly fantastic celebration of Preston's past, present and future. Of course, it'll take the support and participation of everyone in the Preston area to make this the best guild ever. So be a part of it, and we'll see you at the Preston Guild 1992!